You walk into your boss's office and find him collapsed, unconscious on the floor. What do you do? Coffee. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, that would not have been a good career move. A more appropriate response would look like this. First, stop, look, and listen to make sure there are no dangers to yourself in the situation. Second, approach the victim. Hey, are you all right? If there is no answer, you dial 911. Get an aid car there immediately. Initiate cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Begin by checking the airways and the pulse. Next, do the chest compressions. Followed up with the breathing. Wait, that's the wrong breathing technique. That was Lamaze. I attend these first aid classes once every 6 months or so to keep my skills up, so that in case I ever need it, I will know it. Here I needed it, I didn't know it. Thank goodness it wasn't for real. What is it about learning anyway? There's all kinds of ways to learn things. We can attend a class, we can read a book, we can practice hands-on. They all work, except when they don't. Because what they don't tell you is that if the learning doesn't take place deep into the bones, then when you need it, you won't know it. I intend to present to you today 3 attitudes of deep learning that you can use in any given learning situation to improve retention, so that when you need it, you will know it. Learning into the bones. I will demonstrate by example. First, pay attention. No, pay attention. That's it. Pay attention. My teacher used to tell me to pay attention all the time. Never did any good. I was never paying attention. But the example I want to give is the 3M Corporation. Some, 30 or 40 years ago, one of their scientists was working on a new adhesive. It was going to be stronger, better. He worked up his first batch, decided to do a simple little test on it, slapped some on a sheet of paper, up against the wall, tugged on it, and it came right off. It didn't work very well. But he was paying attention to his material. He had noticed some aspects of it that were intriguing, so he tried it again, and it didn't work very well again. Didn't work very well. Really well. And Post-it notes were born. That combination of an engineer's desire to gain that deep knowledge into the bones of the material he was working with, and an entrepreneur's desire to create a product that people would find useful. So pay attention. Next, let it go. How many of you are cruciverbalists? Raise your hands. Cruciverbalists. It was the word of the day a couple of months ago, and somehow it stuck. I must have been, what? Paying attention. Cruci, cross, verbalist, one who works with words. Cruciverbalist, one who works crosswords. Let's say you have 5 letters. A 5-letter word. You know 2 of the letters, and of course you know the clue, and you know the word. Except that it's stuck on the tip of your tongue, and you cannot get it off for the life of you. I used to get so frustrated with this until I figured out that I was having no success remembering the words when I was trying to remember the word. The solution is easy. Let it go. Move on to the next word. Move on to the word after that. Go pet your cat. Go hug your wife. Go on back to it. If you've succeeded in relaxing and letting it go, the word will roll right off the tip of your tongue. It'll come unstuck like a post-it. So let it go. Finally, go with the flow. It was December of 1976 in California's Mojave Desert. I was driving west on the freeway towards the coast, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I looked behind me in the rearview mirror, and there was a car about a mile behind me. The car had 4 headlamps, 2 on each side arranged horizontally. You don't often see cars with headlamps like that. Sometimes they're like this, but most of them don't see many cars like that. But of course, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why do I care? About a minute later, I checked the rearview mirror again, and there was a car. Same car, still there. Where else was it going to be? But this time, as I watched it, the headlamps went like that. I felt my mind bend and bend. What was going on? Did the car break into 2? Was I going to see a ball of flame? Was it a UFO taking off? What was going on? In any given learning situation, but especially those that have the potential of transforming your life, you may feel your mind bend, bend, fighting. Go with the flow. Your mind will soon break through to a new understanding of reality, and that is exactly what happened in this situation. No, it wasn't a UFO, and no, the car did not break into two, and no, there wasn't even a car. There were two cars, and it was simply an accident of the angle of the rearview mirror and the cars behind me, a mile behind me on the freeway, that made it look like one car, and when the angle changed, the cars changed. So go with the flow. Well, the last time I attended a first aid class, the instructor was incredibly dynamic. I paid attention the whole day. It was easy, learned a lot, and when it was over, I left, and I completely let it go and didn't think about it for a week until one evening we were sitting around shooting the breeze, and the subject of tarantulas came up. Did you know that some people keep tarantulas as pets? Did you know that tarantulas have blue blood that does not coagulate, so that if they ever suffer an injury like breaking off a leg, which happens to them now and again, they will bleed to death, drip by drip? Did you know that people who keep tarantulas as pets keep on hand a first aid kit consisting of a tube of glue to glue back the leg? I guess Post-it notes wouldn't work in that situation. But at the thought of a first aid kit for tarantulas, the first aid class came flashing back into my brain. I'd paid attention. I'd let it go. And it was time to go with the flow. Hey, Mr. Tarantula, are you all right? You dial 911. Initiate cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Begin with the chest compressions. By golly, it is blue.